Welcome to Trending Now USA. I'm Bella, and today we're diving into a story that's been creating a warm buzz across the tennis world, one that shows sportsmanship, respect, and the human side of competition. It's all about Filipino tennis star Eala's heartfelt message to British player Katie Boulter after their intense Hong Kong Open match, a match that had fans glued to their screens and social media alive with admiration. The message? Simple, sincere, and deeply telling of the kind of athlete Eala is. Rest and recover. Now, before we get into the full story, let's set the stage. The Hong Kong Open has been one of those tournaments where narratives write themselves, redemption, grit, and breakout performances. Eala, coming off a series of powerful matches in the Asia Swing, entered the tournament determined to prove she belongs in the top-tier conversation. Meanwhile, Katie Boulter, Britain's fast-rising star and currently one of their best hopes in the women's game, came into Hong Kong on a mission to consolidate her momentum after a strong year on the WTA Tour. When their paths crossed in the early rounds, fans knew it wasn't just another matchup. It was going to be a battle between two rising forces in women's tennis. And what unfolded didn't disappoint. Their match was a showcase of high-level tennis. Boulter's sharp serves and aggressive baseline play met Eala's intelligent court sense and counterpunching rhythm. For over 2 hours, they traded rallies that left the crowd gasping. There were moments of pure intensity, Eala sprinting for impossible returns, Boulter firing down the line with pinpoint accuracy, and both athletes visibly pushing themselves to the edge. When it was all over, Boulter emerged with a victory, but not without paying a physical price. Midway through the third set, she seemed to slow down, grimacing between points, fighting through what looked like fatigue or perhaps a muscle strain. Eala, ever the competitor, didn't let up, but what followed after the match became the real story. As they met at the net, Eala leaned in with a quiet but sincere message: rest and recover. A short phrase that resonated deeply with fans, journalists, and even other players. Because in that moment, it wasn't about winning or losing, it was about respect, empathy, and the recognition of another athlete's struggle. The cameras caught it, the microphones picked it up, and within hours, it went viral. Social media lit up. Tweets and Instagram posts praised Eala for her grace and sportsmanship. Tennis fans around the world celebrated the moment as an example of what makes the sport so special, the shared humanity behind the competition. Many fans commented that Eala's gesture reminded them of how legends like Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer treated their rivals, always fierce on the court, but full of respect off it. In post-match interviews, Eala was characteristically humble. She said, "Katie played an incredible match. We pushed each other hard out there. I just hope she gets some rest because she's been playing amazing tennis. These matches take a toll, and recovery is everything." That simple statement added to her growing reputation as one of the most grounded and genuine young athletes on tour. Katie Boulter herself acknowledged Eala's gesture on her Instagram story later that night. She posted a photo of them shaking hands at the net with the caption, "Thank you, Alex. You played great today. Resting up and back soon." It was a touching exchange, proof that even in the most competitive environments, mutual respect thrives. Now, this moment didn't happen in isolation. It's part of a broader narrative that's been following Eala all season. The 19-year-old from the Philippines has been steadily climbing the rankings, showing maturity beyond her years. Every tournament, she brings a blend of power, patience, and poise, and her composure, even in defeat, has drawn admiration from tennis veterans. Analysts noted how her performance in Hong Kong reflected not just technical growth, but emotional intelligence. Former WTA player and commentator Pam Shriver remarked, "Eala's response after the match shows she's not just a talented player, but a true competitor with class. That's something that can't be taught. It comes from character." And that's exactly what fans see in her: character, heart, and humility. Eala's rise has also carried immense significance for her home country. The Philippines, long hungry for a global tennis breakthrough, sees her as their brightest hope. From her days at the Rafael Nadal Academy in Spain to her victories in ITF tournaments, Eala has steadily built a foundation that reflects both discipline and passion. Every time she steps on court, millions of Filipinos tune in, not just to watch her play, but to feel represented on the international stage. Back home, local media outlets like ABS-CBN and the Philippine Star ran headlines celebrating her grace in Hong Kong. One commentator wrote, "Even in defeat, Eala wins hearts." It's this kind of energy, humble, resilient, and inspiring, that continues to define her story. Meanwhile, Katie Boulter's journey hasn't been easy either. She's faced injuries, setbacks, and the pressure of being Britain's top-ranked woman. Yet, in Hong Kong, despite her physical strain, she battled fiercely. And to see an opponent like Eala acknowledge that effort, even in loss, is exactly what fans love about modern tennis, a sport that, at its best, brings out both the warrior and the human in every player. As we continue through the WTA season, the bond between these two players could become one of those quietly beautiful threads in the tennis tapestry. Two athletes from different worlds, connected by mutual respect and shared struggle. Fans are already calling for a rematch, perhaps in a bigger tournament, and the thought of Eala versus Boulter Part 2 has tennis Twitter buzzing. Beyond the match itself, Eala's simple, rest and recover, message carries weight in a world where athletes often face immense pressure to push through pain, ignore injuries, and keep grinding. Her words were a reminder that self-care and compassion matter, even in the heat of battle. Sports psychologists even picked up on it, noting how Eala's mindset reflects a new generation of athletes who prioritize mental and physical wellness alongside competition. One fan tweeted, "Eala's message wasn't just to Boulter, it was to every athlete. Rest is strength." That sentiment spread fast, turning a brief courtside exchange into an online movement celebrating balance, empathy, and resilience. In the days following the match, Eala took a short break from competition, sharing glimpses of her training and downtime on Instagram. Her caption read, "Time to recharge and refocus. Every match, every moment is a lesson." It's that mindset that's making her one of the most respected young players in the sport. She's building not just a career, but a legacy based on authenticity. The WTA community noticed. Fellow players, including Paula Badosa and Ons Jabeur, liked her post, while tennis influencers and fan accounts praised her maturity. Eala isn't just making headlines for her results. She's shaping a reputation as an ambassador for positivity and sportsmanship in women's tennis. Looking at the bigger picture, moments like these are what define the future of the sport. Beyond trophies and rankings, fans crave connection. They want to see players who embody respect and integrity. And Eala's gesture reminded everyone that even a few simple words can echo louder than a victory celebration. Katie Boulter, for her part, has since updated fans about her condition, confirming she's undergoing treatment and plans to return soon. She thanked her supporters for their messages and gave a special nod to Eala again, writing, "What a match. Thank you, Alex, for being so kind. You're a star." It's rare to see this level of mutual admiration so early in two players' careers, and it's the kind of story that keeps tennis fans invested, because it's about humanity, not just statistics. Experts believe that both Eala and Boulter are on parallel paths that could see them break into the top 50 in the next season. With Eala's steady climb and Boulter's improving consistency, their futures look bright. And as they continue to cross paths, fans can expect more spirited battles, built on respect and camaraderie. As one commentator aptly said, "In a sport where rivalries often turn cold, this one feels warm." Indeed, it does. Because rest and recover wasn't just advice, it was a moment of empathy that reminded the world what true sportsmanship looks like. As the season progresses, Eala's story will continue to inspire, not just because of her victories, but because of how she handles every moment, win or lose, with grace. She's showing a new kind of strength, one rooted in kindness and awareness. And that's something the world could use a little more of. So, as tennis fans look ahead to the next tournaments, one thing is certain. Eala is more than just a promising player. She's a reminder that class and compassion are the real hallmarks of greatness. And who knows? The next time these two meet, perhaps on a bigger stage, maybe Wimbledon or the US Open. Fans will remember that day in Hong Kong when a young Filipina told her opponent simply, "Rest and recover," and taught the world a small but powerful lesson about what it truly means to compete with heart. This is Bella, and you've been watching Trending Now USA, where we bring you the stories that go beyond the scores and show the human side of sports. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring moments from around the world of tennis. Until next time, stay kind, stay inspired, and keep the love for the game alive. Thank you for watching.